Hello, my name is Brother Sean, and I would like to share with you a reflection we used this morning in our morning prayer. It is from a wonderful little book called Love Beyond Reason by John Ortberg. And the theme of this short video is, we are all of us rag dolls. An interesting theme, don't you think? But allow me read to you because it's important. He says there are two truths about human beings that matter deeply. We are all of us rag dolls, flawed and wounded, broken and bent. Ever since the fall, every member of the human race has lived on the ragged edge. Partly our raggedness is something that happens to us. Our genes may set up for certain weaknesses. Our parents may let us down when we need them most. But that's not the whole story. We each make our own deposits into the ragged account of the human race. We choose to deceive when the truth begs to be spoken. We grumble when a little generous praise is called for. We deliberately betray when we're bound by oaths of loyalty. Like a splash of ink in a glass of water, this raggedness permeates our whole being. Our words and thoughts are never entirely free of it. We are rag dolls, all right. But we are God's rag dolls. He knows all about our raggedness, and He loves us anyhow. Our raggedness is no longer the most important thing about us. We were not created ragged. From the beginning, there was wonder about human beings that caused God Himself to say, "Very good," as He looked at them in the department store windows. There was a wonder about human beings that caused the writer of Genesis to say, they had been made in God's own image. There was a wonder about human beings that caused the psalmist to say, they rival the divine, beings in glory and honor. There is a wonder about human beings still that even all our fallenness cannot utterly erase. There is a wonder about you. Raggedness is not your identity. Raggedness is not your destiny, nor is it mine. We may be unlovely, yet we are not unloved. And we cannot be loved without being changed. When people experience love, and here I don't mean simply having warm feelings towards others, I mean love that is sometimes stern and challenging and may even be painful. They begin to grow lovely. This is true even at the physical level. Psychologists tell us that the excitement of being in love increases your heart rate. Your face glows, your lips look more red, and under eye circles actually become less noticeable. Heightened emotions cause your pupils to dilate so that your eyes look brighter and clearer. We have been so constructed that even our bodies become lovelier when they are loved. We are ragged dolls, but in our raggedness, we are loved. We are loved by a supreme God of love who does not dictate like many politicians and religious leaders. A God of love who invites us to agape, to feast at the table of many blessings. A God of truth who inspires you and me to honor our truth, to speak our truth, to become that truth. And as the writer John Ortberg said, we are made in the image and likeness of God. And God found us good, very good. The psalmist says, and God was pleased with what he had created. So though we may feel unloved, we may feel alone on our journey, we may feel as if we're something under another's shoe. Let us stop there and let us remind ourselves that we are a beloved of God. And though the name of God may scare a lot of people, especially those who've been wounded by God's representatives down through the centuries, it is not God who wounds us. So why do we fear that name? Let us change that mindset and let us come from our ruggedness into our loveliness. Let us embrace the I am presence in us. Let us forgive ourselves for denying ourselves from being participants at a table richly laid with many blessings, many gifts. Let us not get discouraged. Let us hold firm the promise of Jesus, the barefoot Galilean, who said, I have loved you with an everlasting love. You are mine. You are mine. Take those words and pray over those words, because those words are not my words. They're not man's words. They are the words of Jesus, the Son of God, to your heart to be free. Peace. Namaste.